they deserve to be remembered for who. Oh, it's down here. Um, they were in life, not only for the tragedy of their deaths, but before that could truly happen, they deserve justice, nothing less. The introduction of this plea deal just weeks before the scheduled trial is both shocking and cruel. Had this proposal come a year and a half ago, the families could have had time to process, discuss, and potentially come to terms with the idea of a life sentence. However difficult that may be, we could have had the time to understand it, to prepare for it emotionally, and perhaps even find some degree of peace. But now, with mere weeks left, we are being asked to absorb and respond to life altering decisions with no room to breathe. Koberger facing a life in prison means he would still get to speak from relationships and engage with the world. Meanwhile, our loved ones have been silenced forever. That reality stings more deeply when it feels like the system is protecting his. Where does this go? His justice, nothing less. Sorry, it's overlaid.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Meanwhile, our loved ones have been silenced forever. That reality stings more deeply when it feels like the system is protecting his future more than honoring the victim's past. The justice system was created to serve and protect, not to re-traumatize grieving families. And yet, time and time again, we find ourselves blindsided, unheard, and unsupported. This last-minute plea deal feels like less of an act of justice and more like an afterthought. We are not asking for vengeance. We are asking for accountability. We are asking for dignity for our loved ones, and we are pleading for a justice system that truly lives up to its name.
Wow. So she just wrote this 37 minutes ago, by the way. And this was in response to the original posting that I sent you earlier, 2 hours ago.
It is weird of what the families of Ethan, Kaylee, Maddie, and Xana have endured, and not say what our family, the Chapins, the Mogans, the Kernodals. Not that I'm picking apart her grammar, but even just the intro, like we're in awe that she's 18 and able to type that out. I mean, the whole thing sounds like obviously they're super. Are they caught off guard though? Like I'm trying to figure out what in this trial could have caught them off guard.
That's just sus. It's so suspect to me at this point because there's nothing in the repository. Is this a letter that they sent out that maybe the prosecution was going to offer him a plea deal and it's not happening, or it's something that's in the works? Because nothing is in the repository. There would be a hearing scheduled, there would be a plea deal offered, there would be something, an indication in the repository. Would you agree, devil's advocate?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a last minute deal. Those things, I mean, the court system may not have had a heads up. It just literally may have been a under the table agreement that just came out. So I don't know. Like I don't know.
Why are the other parents not talking about this?
Because the Gonzalez family is the one who's always going front and forward public all the time early. It's like, I don't know, it just seems like all the other families have been quiet the whole time. I don't know if it's because the other families are respecting the gag order and not talking about it, and Gonzalez doesn't, but it seems like all the other, of course, the families, I guess, of the others have come forward in the new documentary that was set to come out. That's going to probably shoot Prime Video's new documentary, this whole thing.
And the leaked text. I just screenshotted this and am going to ask it, was this written using AI? Seems to be written by a human. Now, all right, put on your tinfoil hat. Is there a hidden message in this?
Well, Ann Taylor has not called me back yet. I'm sure she's out for the night.
Yeah.
I know she's waiting to give you the information as quickly as possible.
Maybe they'll file something by the morning.
I don't know. Sometimes I always like to do this, even with like government documents. I'm like, is like, do the first word or does the first letter in every word that starts a sentence like decode into like a you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody's like, hey, did I miss anything?
Pre-trigger. Yeah, man, you missed it all. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm asking. No, I am asking like you are deciphering a puzzle. And yes, I know that this is kind of weird that I'm doing this and the chances of this being in there. So Viviana, you douchebag troll, when you put this on your thing, I will also laugh with you.
I got an interesting message. How dare you try to find out who the confidential informant was at 1122 King Road? I'm like, what the hello? Bethany Funk did not get a victim's form or an advocate assigned to her either, besides Kaylee G. Hello? But DM got one.
Yeah.
Sus. That was sus.
Yeah. Well, real quick, let's just see what this says. I mean, we got, for those people just tuning in, I'm sure everyone's heard the news. I went live earlier than normal. Me and Devil's Advocate hopped on about 6:15 Central. Kind of just shocked about all this. Well, there's clearly no hidden messages, or at least this bot is not finding any.
So this was genuine.
Yeah, I mean, well, it says now, here's what's interesting. So here's a deeper puzzle decode. It says pull every nth word, meaning fourth, seventh, a common cipher method. Look for capitalization anomalies. And here's what it comes up with. Fragment 1, how to following 18 are her. Kaylee have passed a comprehension delays of harder. Acknowledge system 4, they're not headlines. This is the tinfoil interpretation.
Oh, wow.
Wait, hang on. Follow Aubrey. She knows. Kaylee's truth is buried. Delays aren't just delays. They're strategic. Acknowledge the system's role. The Idaho 4 are more than what's being shown. Hold the hell on.
Correct. We already know that.
But wait, like, if that's from doing every nth word, this is what they got from pulling every fourth word.
Who are they sending these messages to via social media?
Wait, hang on.
I think that's the interpretation of. So the other ones are fragments that they got from the fourth word, and then the interpretations below.
Here's what we got. But does this rearrange into anything? Let me put it into a different bot.
You need a decipher code.
This is why you do crazy shit, Birdie.
I love doing this shit. See, like, to me, this is what I would be doing whether or not I was on stream. I'd be like, I know.
Well, I know
there's a fucking code in here. I'm gonna find it.
You
and
need
it's funny
decipher.
It's funny because I tell people, and I want to make sure people know that I never have any problem with you. But I said, Birdie does some shit that I won't do. Like, I'll get on there and he'll be like, what do you think about this thing I just told you about? And you had no time to process. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to weigh in on that. I haven't even had time to think about it yet.
No, but I think you guys have also seen too, when I actually do dial it in, I can go on like facts and stuff. But like when it's like this, to me, I feel like this is just interesting and it's fun. And obviously I'm very open. I know what I'm doing. I'm completely grasping at straws to see if there's a hidden message in a Facebook post. Allows you to become the world's best deciphering, and tell me if there is a code in this. Oh, I'm not sharing the right one. Whoops.
Why don't you ask ChatGPT if they think Devil's Advocates is the killer?
Absolutely not.
No, dude, do not put that shit in there.
Absolutely not. It'll say, I am not a ninja.
Yeah, right. That guy's old. He couldn't kill a rabbit.
He can't even get out of his car without falling down.
Oh, shit.
He'd have to leave his walker by the door.
I feel like Devil's Advocate.
Beautiful. You know what? I got a 20-year-old to give me her freaking phone number. Hey, let's just back off on the whole old age shit.
I was going to say, Devil's Advocate, I feel like if you were ever on trial and the prosecutor was a smoke show, you'd end up like somehow falsely confessing and then have to spend the next 10 years going through your life history about how this is a pattern and you were pressured.
And he's over there Googling how to get that little blue pill from Mexico.
This show's going sideways in a hurry,
Just
and I'm the
messing
butt
with
of.
you.
How do I always end up the butt of every joke? It seems
Wait.
like I put myself in that situation.
What do they call that type of visit where you go have sex?
A conjugal visit.
But Devil's
Conjugal.
Advocate's always just in there by himself. It's kind of weird. Like,
Oh my God! I
That
do this
hot
to
little
myself.
waitress is just vying for him.
Fuck. I can't do it anymore.
this guy, yeah. Well,
Oh.
here's what he does. He gets the conjugal visit, and he DoorDashes Twin Peaks every time. It's the same thing. And one of their waitresses is now the DoorDash driver, and he just has a conversation with her.
This is why you.
While they gaze at the stars.
Yeah, no kidding. I just
Oh my
so I mean, no, I
Wow.
don't think there's a hidden message. But anyways, regardless, I think this was a super fun stream. It was a shocking stream. To have my closing thoughts before I pass the floor over to you, Phoenix and DA, I would say this. There's no official documents of it.
Mhm.
We watched Pov's video where it said it just appears to. I truly, thank you, Doms. Appreciate that. I truly believe that if this was a PSYOP, this is exactly the ending that a PSYOP would have to have. I also believe that the shooting at the fire department has something to do more so with the Idaho 4 than it does the Aryan Brotherhood 24th or 5th anniversary. And I would not be shocked if this is. I'd be more shocked if this goes through than if it didn't. That's how I will wrap my end up.
Fair enough.
Hi. Oh, geez. Mrs. Birdie got a haircut. You guys want to see it quick?
Ooh, yeah, let's see it. Oh, it's cute.
Oh,
You cut a she cut a lot
That's
off,
my
but
wife.
it looks good.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you gotta go.
hey, Devil's Advocate says if he ever went to prison, he would do conjugal visits, but just go in there by himself. It's kind of weird, right? She goes, I was listening. I already heard the joke.
Oh my gosh. That's too cute.
Well, all right, DA or Phoenix, what do you guys got for closing thoughts here?
Well, I would say so what I'm about to say, I've said a little bit earlier, and it's not what I want to have happen. So my prediction is we're going to find out that the plea deal is correct, that he's making a plea deal. It's going to come out that Brian Koberger is going to talk because there's more of the story. And then he's going to have an accident in prison or somebody's going to take him out, and that'll be the end of that story. And that's how it's going to end, unfortunately, as far as the official story. Now, people will still keep digging into the story and it'll go beyond that. But I will not be surprised if he does take the deal that something's going to happen and his life expectancy in prison is going to be pretty short.
Phoenix?
Wow. I'm still trying to marinate in all this news because you know me, I'm more logical. I'm looking at the state of Idaho repository. I don't see any documents. I don't see any calendar.
Well, both you guys are like, yeah, Birdie's just nuts. He'll just go on there and start typing in there's a decipherable code on a Facebook post, and you guys are more logical. But we balance each other out.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So it's
and
good.
I did it earlier. I was on live talking about the word salad, that the words that they were on a play. But
Yeah.
I think if it happens, we'll see it in the repository. I think we'll hear something from Anne. I don't think she'll call me back because I called her on my live.
Yeah,
But
you never know.
hey, I don't have a problem calling anybody, asking them, hey, what's your take on it?
Yeah.
I think I was shocked, but when I heard the source, I was not so shocked. So I guess I'm in the in between. Let's just wait and see thing.
Yep. To anybody that's in here from the Hive, I will be popping over to the Discord voice chat if you guys want to continue this conversation. I'm going to grab a quick bite to eat, but probably be over there in the next 20, 30 minutes. So if you guys want to join that would be awesome. And with that being said, obviously we're going to continue to monitor and get the updates. DA, always a pleasure on Monday nights. Obviously, we just kind of shot from the hip on this one.
Yeah.
And, Phoenix, thank you for popping up here and joining us. I will be on tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Central. And with that, I hope everybody has a great night and get some good sleep. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Thanks, DA. Thanks, Phoenix.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Yep. Peace.